Welcome to Crypto Space Junk. Normally I'm talking about where I'm buying on a pullback. So Friday, same sketch as normal really. We've had a pullback. Seems to happen on a Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday always seems to be good places to buy. We're good at Cardano. So I'm looking at targets now. I'm going to use Fibonacci to look for targets. Now, I was on about the inside bars last time, and obviously we had an outside bar there, inside bar there, then we pushed all the way down. Now, I don't want to get into that or end up talking about that for ages. So what we're going to do is look for a target. So we've had the pullback. You can see the buyers are coming in here. This is Cardano. This is the daily chart. Now, let's have a look at the weekly on that. So we'll get a new weekly candle tonight. You can see we had an inside bar there. We break it, and then we sell off immediately. So I believe we would have hit some form of fib level there, fib extension off this here. So if you have a look, this will have started selling off at an extension of the fib. As you can see, we got to the 50 extension, and then we start selling off all the way back down here. So let's go down to the daily chart, and we'll have a look there. So I'm going to look for a target. Now, with my crypto, most of it I've locked up on Binance Earn. And things like my Cardano were locked up and on the guaranteed one. So I was guaranteed so much percentage if I hold for 30 days. So fortunately, I didn't plan to trade this move anyway. What I wanted to do was see a pullback. So I'll look to sell. So my 30 days are nearly up. So what I'm going to do is look for a target to then rebuy and make more. So let's just say if I got this top in here, I would have made, and then rebought here, I would have made 18% more Cardano by doing that. Having a look at this high wave candle here, seeing the blue one come in, thinking, do you know what? People are going to take profits. We're going to come down. We're going to have a pullback. But I can't remember what the percentage was, but I think it's something like by the time the hold finishes, I'll have so many Cardano. I can't remember what the percentage is now. But it would be less than the 18% I would have got there. But that would require me trading that rather than just hold. Now, we're not in a position where I'm likely to sell from where the price has come down. So holding for me is a better option. But we start pushing up here, I want to start selling and then rebuying more and then getting my 18%, 20% discount and accumulate more. But this first move up, I wasn't. Now you can play this as the opposing leg as well, and we could say that we're going to continue to go down. Now, which you could probably go here at 10%, and that's 84 cents. So that could be some significant news coming in. I don't know, like war in Russia could possibly send this lower. And what I'd be looking there is a target at 10%. Now, I'm not margin trading this down, but you could, because we're playing against Fibs here. The 50 was hit, and then we started coming down. But what I'll be looking at this is, because I'm holding, and I won't be able to sell for a few days anyway, I'm playing that what's the next position if we go up. So I'm playing with a bullish bias at the moment, even though we could come down, and we could come down to that 10% quite easily. But I'm doing it as a bullish mindset of how I'm going to do this as a long-term investment. If I come down to here, down to this 10%, then I'll probably look at getting a fib and start selling and then buying a pullback again. Because we'll hit here and then we'll have resistance and we'll sell off. And then I could possibly think of doing that. But at the moment, I'm on the mindset that we're going to go higher. Now, you can look at the RSI here. That's not done yet. That's not done coming down. We're still kind of high on that. But let's just measure where we are on this pullback. So we're at the 618. Now we could possibly come down to the 786. And then this could be the bottom of the RSI. But I don't know that. We could just stay up here. We could hold here. And then we could continue higher. But if we pull down to the 786 or the 886, my target will still be the same. My target is still going to be, if we hit the 786, I'll be looking more like the 618, 786 up here. This is my ideal target. So we can see the buyers coming here. We're getting a hammer. So I'm looking that we're going to hit in this region, pull back, and then continue, try and break this area here. So regardless that I can see the pullback there, all I'm doing here to get my target is that I've got the extensions added to my Fibonacci tool. Now I'll do a video on setting up the Fibonacci tool. Mine has the extensions on there, so I'll quite easily be able to, so I don't have to. Like before, I used to have a retracement tool and then an extension. But I watched on Trading Wars, and he had his set with the extension already on there, which I never thought about doing. But at first, when he was using it, I found it a bit too much when I was watching his videos, that it seemed to be like too much going on the screen. But once you get your eyes used to it, it's good. I don't even notice it now. It makes sense to have the extensions, not just the retracements on there. Now, if you're learning, it might be easier for you to have the retracements on there. Now, and then do it with an extension separately so you can understand it. But to me, there is no point because you're marking off the same two elements there. Well, the 2 points. So here, I'm looking for my extension, and using this tool, I can see my extension and my pullback at the same time, which is even better. So I get the bottom and I get to the top. Now you can see this. Now if you want to be accurate, you can measure that top, and then up here, you see here, you get your open, high, low, and close. You click in here. That. Okay. You can click in here and you can set it so you get it more accurately. So here. So your high is 1,263. That's there on 4 there. So I'll just go click one down. That's the high sorted. And let's see if we can see the low here. And the low was 0.917, which is in the box anyway. So that's set accurately to the low and the high. Now, obviously, you can see the retracement here on the 618. And let's just say I'm going to look for 618 to 618, which means that's symmetry on the fib. Now, I believe we possibly could come to this 786. I mean, I predicted we definitely were going to come down to 104 the other day. I was quite accurate on that. I said even when we were up here, I said I can see us if we break below this outside bar here on a Nirvana pattern, we're going to come down. We're going to be testing the 104, and as we hit the 104, you can see how powerful these fibs are. And look, we've got buyers coming in straight away there. Now, so if we were going to sell there, what you'd do a sell order into your Binance. And let's just say let's just say you're going to sell in layers. So you could even start selling, let's just say 618. You could sell 50%. Leave 50% in, then sell 25%. 786. So at the 1-to-1 there. And you could hold a little bit on, like 10%, 5% on, see if we break through. But the chances are we will come back down and retest that. So this sort of region, you can see where you can predetermine by putting your sell orders in now into Binance or whatever exchange you're in. Just put them in now. Take the profit, then look for a pullback and rebuy. And that will be your best option. Look, we came up here. People were thinking, yeah, we're going to keep going up. We're not going to keep going back up. We hit the 50 and we're coming back down. It's only in very small occasions that you get it, and we can keep continuing up for ages, which I think happened with Ethereum and Cardano a couple of years ago. But you could have rebought them levels. Over the long term, you would have been able to rebuy them levels anyway. So you might as well wait. Otherwise, you're holding a losing position. Now, I don't want this to come into anything else what I was talking about it previously. I'm just going to do this so we're setting a target. So if I remove this fib here, so it doesn't look so confusing to you. So basically, I'm thinking that we're going to hit this kind of area before I'd sell my Cardano. And if we did hit here, let's just say I'll go from the middle, from this low to a middle, and I'll buy a pullback, maybe at the 50. I'll start layering back in around here. Unless I see a candle which would look very, very bullish, I might load up a lot more. But I'll be looking at this region here. So from there, if you look where we are now, let's just say we hit 786 here for some reason. I've measured the wrong one. That's all. So, sorry, yeah, I did. Potentially, so your low would be down here. Let me explain this one to you. Or you could measure it from up here as well to here. Well, we'll do it from the low here. It doesn't really matter because it's all into time. Or fractal, sorry, is the word you'd use. Okay, so let's just say that is the low. And we go, just say we hit the middle there. That would be 48% where we are now. So you can see they're definitely going to start selling because of the amount of money that they would have made. They want to take profits. So you'd sell at your 48% profit, and let's just buy, say you want to buy on a 618. You're getting a 20% discount and you're going to be buying 48% more. You're taking your 48% profit off the table, and then you'll be able to buy 20% more of the asset. And then you're going to continue on. So you can see how I got the price targets there. So I'll not be locking up. Or I might only lock up half. If we come up low and we start hitting this 10%, well, I'm just going to lock my Cardano up. And I'll leave it on Binance. I put it in a guaranteed one. I'm not risking any on that yet. I am going to risk some on Sundaeswap, but I haven't got round to doing that yet. Last time I looked, everything I'd seem to do on Sundaeswap seems to be delayed, and I don't quite get what I want. So what I'm going to just do is go through a few charts and just show how I'll be looking at my targets for the next bullish momentum we get. Now, if we go to convergence. I mean, this one sold off pretty much. I knew it would do. As soon as I saw that handle there, and if I went to the weekly here, yeah, inverted hammer. I'm not liking that. I hope it closes a little bit different to this, to be honest. But last time it went inverted hammer like that, we came all the way down. It was awful. For us to go negative to what it came out on its ICO, I'd really no. It wouldn't be good, but hopefully we get a bounce up here on that. We could potentially get it. We don't know. We have a bullish week next week. We don't know this yet. If I go to the daily chart, it's not so bad. So what I will probably be looking at on this is if we do pull off, and I'll be looking for a target. So you can see here, We're at 786. Now, if we hit a target of 786, I'm going to de-risk. But if you look to the left here, we've got a bit of a structure here. So I'd probably look at, well, do you know what? I'm going to look a little bit less than that. I'm going to start selling around here, which is 382. So I'll start taking some off the table around these levels here. And then I'll probably let it run up to the one, what's left. So I'm going to at least ditch half my position around here to look to rebuy. And the rebuy, I'll be looking in sort of this area here. I'm going to look at repicking it up around about here. But I'll put a fib on that. And fib would probably look like that. And I'll be buying around the 618. So I'm buying back down here. So you can see how much you can do your accumulation. When we're coming negative, it's not always a bad thing. But with this convergence one, I'm not overly confident that we're going to pull back as much as that. I hope we do. And I hope we don't come down further than this 786. That's quite a big sell-off, quite sharp and quite fast. Now, the good thing is when it's sharp and fast, we could, even if you take it the negative way here, and we get a pullback, we could be looking at this 618 on the reverse. We come down, come here, and then down again. But I feel that that shouldn't happen. We're going more sideways on if you look here. Right, let's look at Phantom quickly. Right, Phantom. Because we had so much of a rise off Phantom, I just think they'll probably try and keep it in the sideways action a lot more than anything here. And I think we could just probably be putting around here. If we break here, I expect us to be very bearish. So we'll definitely come round down to this area, which is quite significant. It's about 20%, I think, 34%. So if you look here, at the 50 of the pullback here, so we pull back to the 50% retracement, and then we come down. We've got this M happening, which is kind of bearish pattern, but when it comes to things like names like Phantom, these M's become W's and then they're away. But yeah, I think we could possibly test around here. I've called that already at 140, but it'd be great if it holds this line and keeps picking up here. The longer it stays around here, then it will start testing up, and then this will become the low here around the 192. Right, go to GRT. Again with GRT, we never broke this. We never broke this trend line here. But I did say previously on a video that we'll probably sell off. We'll probably have a pullback, and then this is when we will come for the break on this one. So we'll break, come back, and we'll go again. So if we have a look here, this is GRT. And I'll be looking probably about the 272, just because of the structure to the left here. And I'd start selling to then pick up, we'll come up, hit here, come down, and start picking up again around here. And if you measured that move, it'll be in line with the fib, and it'll be 618. See, I can just do it with my eyes now because I've been doing it that often. Okay, so I've banged it on the 786, so within that region to buy. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I'm going to get a rune. Now, probably that trend line, I think I put it in the middle for some reason. Get it where it should be. Let me remove all these candle markings. I don't know. I might have just moved that. Okay, so we pretty much came up to the trend line. Now it's not bang on, but I'm trying to line up as many of the points as I can. Probably bring that a little bit lower. Yeah, that's in line with as many as I can touch. Right. So again, we've come up, hit this, and we come back down. If we look, and bear in mind we're using daily for all this. Again, 618, we start buying. So what I can see happening here, when this just it goes up fast. So we're at 618. So yeah, the 50, 618 area around here. If I take this previous structure here, we'll sort of hit the roof, and then we'll come back down and probably test this trend line again. So I'll be selling around here, or depending if I'll have this fib up anyway, and if I start seeing negative candles, then I'll probably take from there. And then on this next move up with the whole market, I'm looking at accumulating more coins. That's what I'm going to do, because we're not strong. We don't seem that strong on the bullish momentum at the moment, so I'm going to keep taking. I mean, yeah, you can miss out sometimes, but it's rare. And at the moment, if you're taking these fibs, but you've always got to look at the opposing legs as well. I mean, on the opposing leg of Rune, here, if I take the other view of it, we've come up to the 50%, and we're coming down. But I think this candle was the low. I think it is. We're coming close to the trend line, so I think the low's in on there. So you just keep going through all your charts, and you can see where even today on a Saturday, the buys are coming in straight away. Bang, 618, they're here. And then all I do is to probably take the 618 of that. So 618 here, probably the 50 on that. And then I'll look for the rebuy from here. And I'll look at the 618, and I'll be looking at picking it up here. And what you're doing here, by doing that, you're accumulating 20%. So you're looking at accumulating 20% of all your crypto. I mean, some of the smaller market caps, they move fast. It could be 34%, like Convergence was on the last move. But yeah, this is sort of the time. If you want to buy, this is the area that you look to buy. Thank you for watching. I don't want to take it any longer. So if you've got any questions, please comment below. And if you enjoyed and you found value in the content, please like and subscribe.